Hey guys, so I don't have like full confirmation this is recording, but I'm just gonna pray it is. Oh, this is a little loud for me actually. I'm scared to turn the volume down. So as you can see, I have finally decided to show my face. Okay, I'm gonna shut up though, so we can learn about the Zoombinis.
Not too long ago, Zoombinis enjoyed the good life. Though they all looked slightly different eyes, noses, hair, feet, such differences meant nothing to the Zoombinis. And so they lived happily on Zoombini Isle, making small, useful products which were prized the world over. The Zoombinis had a sense of fulfillment and inner peace, not to mention healthy bank accounts.
I'm very impressed by the Zoombinis' like industriousness, considering they don't have arms or hands, and some of them don't even have legs, really.
The bloats offered to help the Zoombinis grow their businesses, expand their trade routes, and improve their quality of life. Being trusting sorts, the Zoombinis agreed. But before long, the bloats had taken over everything. Stealing profits, canceling holidays, piling on work. The Zoombinis were getting pretty stressed out. Well, you can push them only so far before they take matters into their own hands, so to speak. So they decided to escape and build a new home in a distant land.
So yeah, that's Zoom.
Perhaps you're wondering what all this has to do with you. Don't you see? You are the only one who can help them escape. Quickly, help them begin their journey. Only 16 at a time will fit in the boat.
So, in case you didn't really catch all that, welcome to Zoombinis. This is like a sort of pseudo-educational game from the 90s where you have these blue balls called Zoombinis, and each one has a unique combination of hair, eyes, nose, and feet. Basically they're running away from the bloats, whoever the bloats are. We never really find out. And they're going on this grand journey across the land. Give me a second. I know. Okay, I've played this game before, dude. I do love the narrator. He is a little mouthy at times, though. So this is like the land, supposedly inspired by J.R.R. Tolkien. You are trying to get them from Zoombini Isle to some home out in the beyond, and you'll be going through different areas, and each area is like a logical puzzle. Now I'll warn you, so I was originally going to just do like some gameplay to show off what this game is all about, but I think I'm actually going to do a Let's Play because I finally did get it working on my computer. It's not the copy that I wanted to do. It's not the remaster. The remaster, it's really good, but it's not like my favorite version of the game. My favorite is like the one that came out around 2000 because it has better music, but this one's identical in every other aspect, and I just could not get that version to work on my computer. So if you want to listen to the better music, I'm sure it's on YouTube somewhere. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, since this game has a lot to do with faces, I thought it was a very opportune moment to reveal my face. And, you know, I just felt like it was time. So, you know, all of my Magician's Quest videos are pre-recorded a while ago, so those will still not have my face, but I think going forward a lot of stuff will. And, you know, it's a little scary, but I am not getting any younger. I don't think I'll look much better than I do now. So I figured it would be good to memorialize that memorialize that on YouTube, and just trust that people out there won't be. I know there's crazy people in the world, and if you're one of them, that's fine. If you have to get irrevocably obsessed with me, just please don't stalk or dox or harass me. That's pretty much all I ask of you, lovely people. And I know most of you are all really cool. I also have a Zombini plush that I got from the Kickstarter for the remaster. The remaster is really good. It's just the art is gorgeous for it, and they did put a lot of love and care into it. There's just this one little thing that bothers me in the remaster. Although there's a couple bugs. Anyway, so you can build your own Zoombinis. You can only make 2 of each combination. Since there's 4 traits of 5, the number of combinations you can make is 5 to the 4th power, which is 625. And that's the number of Zoombinis that you need to get through the game in order to complete it fully, which would take an insanely long time. I'm not sure if it's even realistic to think that 16, what is 625 divided by 16? It's 39. Okay, that's not as bad as I thought, actually. Anyway, so you can build your own. You can make pairs even though you should only make 1 of each, but I'm just going to do random because it's way faster. They each have their little names, Iagu, but if you don't, Giaklu, but if you don't like the names, you can, oops, I didn't mean to, make 2 of the same. Igi, Piaspiki, Piaspicy, Piaspicky, Smecky, Feldiso. I love these. If you're having a child anytime in the near future, you should probably just randomly generate your child's name from Zoombinis because you'll get a lovely, unique name like Fimpu, or Piathico, or Abisu. Anyway, we'll be here all day if we just read all the names. I think I told you, okay, so these games, this is a logic game predominantly for children, and starting out, this is not going to be gripping gameplay because all of the puzzles start off very simply, and it takes a while for them to get more complicated. However, by the end, I can promise you that there are very few children on the planet that can complete some of these, and not many adults either. Some of the puzzles in this game get diabolically complex, but that's what I love about it. It doesn't, it holds your hand at first, but then it lets you have it. I remember some of these were just so incredibly intimidating to me as a child. Anyway, so we have our little Kaslidi, and I think we're ready to go. Let's start out. So this is Zombini Isle. This is where they've escaped from their previous life, and I guess they're really not into conflict or confrontation.
After days tossed about by a stormy sea,
sea.
Zoombinis reach the shore of a peculiar land.
Pretty spooky. So this is great timing because I wanted to get I wanted to have really shaggy hair like this guy, like Swaswodo, because it felt very thematic. But later today, I'm going to get my hair cut like Queso, and or maybe tomorrow, or hopefully not as short as Indici. But we'll see. But I wanted to, document my hair before it completely goes away. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to make sure it's recording properly because this is full screen. Because it seemed like there are only 2 options on this emulator, and the other option was so tiny I wouldn't be able to see anything. So give me 1 second. Okay, everything looks good to me. All right, 1 sec. I love this effect. Let me see how can I... All right. Oh, God. Oh, wait. No, I'm not covering the whole screen because it's not. All right. Um, yeah, sorry. I'm new at this. And I'm sorry that this looks so janky. Okay. I'm hoping that my head doesn't take up too much of the top left corner. Just know that there's like 6 stakes there. Um, and this is the first puzzle of the game. It's called the Allergic Cliffs. And how you play is there's 2 cliffs, obviously, 2 bridges. And one of them is allergic to one Zombini feature, like a red nose. So your job is to send Zumbinis across and try to figure out what that one feature is. And if you fuck it up too bad, then they will sneeze your Zumbinis away. And if it happens 6 times, these stakes will all be exhausted and the bridges will collapse and you won't be able to send any more Zumbinis across. Now, obviously, this is an extremely easy puzzle because you just have to look for one trait, you know? Now, you also don't know which cliff is allergic. Okay. So this is like very basic stuff, but obviously it's not the spring or the red nose that's triggering an allergic reaction because we have those on that side. So we know he goes on this side, but we don't know why yet. However, it could be that this side is allergic to shaggy hair. Oh, I guess we could try that. Or sleepy eyes. It's looking like sleepy eyes. Because these guys are not united by anything, and we know it's only dealing with one feature. These guys are not united by anything except the red nose, and the red nose is down here. So we know that it's likely this guy that's allergic to one feature, and it appears to be sleepy eyes. Now, of course, this puzzle gets much more complicated later. There will be multiple features and traits that will trigger different allergies, and it'll be a lot more difficult to figure out then. But we're fine for now. I know.
These stone guards have their rules, so do proceed with skill. Zoombinis, one guard won't allow.
The other guard surely will. So there are 4 legs of the journey, and each leg has 3 puzzles. So this is the big, bad, and the hungry, which are mostly... I'm sure there's a logical term for what type of puzzles these are, but I don't know exactly what. All I know is that it deals with, like...
Step right up.
I don't know, binary assortments of like things that are and are not accepted. And you'll see as the game goes on that it will get more into like what do things have in common and sorting things in a certain order or in a certain way. So in this one, it's basically the allergic cliffs times 2. So each of, like, we have 2 pairs on the left and right and 2 pairs on the up and down, and both of these have preferences this time. So it really is the exact same puzzle, just a different, just doubled. However, to start you off, they don't do that. They just have everything on one side. So we don't even get to really, this is basically identical to the previous puzzle. I know it's pretty boring, but we'll get through it quickly. What was that bitch's name again?
You did it! You saved them all!
Fire Spicy. Or was it Paya Spicy? Oh no, I think I said it with a P earlier, but it's an F. Fire Spicy.
Right.
Thanks. You won't. I love those characters.
Continue on through this dusty wasteland until they meet Arno, the almost omnivorous, one very hungry pizza troll.
Very hungry pizza troll.
Fleens?
You're
Are
not fleens. What is a fleen, you may ask? If you're not familiar with this game, we will learn what a fleen is later.
Whatever you are, make me a pizza.
Fine. All right, so this is one of everyone's favorite puzzles. Oh my god, I totally forgot. Give me 1 second. I'm hoping you can see this. I can't see the screen, but this is my promotional Zoombinis sweatshirt that I also got from the Kickstarter. It says Arno's Pizza, more toppings since 1996, which is the date the game came out. So this is my first face stream ever. I'm already taking my clothes off on camera. An auspicious start. Okay, so this one's called Pizza Pass. We have Arno the Pizza Troll, and we have this beautiful pizza machine that I wish was real. And we have 5 different toppings that we can use, and we basically just have to figure out what he wants. And if you guess wrong too many times, he will start domestically abusing your Zoombinis. Okay. So naturally, that means he likes that but wants more.
More toppings. Make me a pizza. Something on that I don't like.
Okay, so obviously, I mean, this is child stuff, but, you know, since we know that he liked this but didn't like something on this, obviously the cheese is the problem. And if that's not it, then we'll want this.
Come on. More
Okay, so he wants everything but cheese. So he's a very picky troll, but not too difficult to figure out.
Oh, my pizza. Have a pizza party.
Whoa, my! You've done exceptionally well.
Whoever this
Carry on, carry on.
whoever this narrator guy is deserves a raise. I'll just say that. So we just finished our first leg, the big, the bad, and the hungry. I guess the glyphs were the big. But the rocks weren't that bad. I guess they were also big. I don't think they're that bad.
Hold on.
They're a little mean.
What's this? A campsite with hot soup all
Ready to eat?
Looks like a fine place for
All ready
Zoombinis
to
relax.
eat? Sorry.
But when they're ready to move on, they'll need a group of 16 along the path.
So this is what is this called? Shelter Rock. I cannot tell you how cozy it made. So you can like save your Zoombinis here, and then, you know, go back for more and stuff. I cannot tell you how cozy it made me feel to like store my Zoombinis in these, and then just like, you know. Yeah, I don't know why. It's a very cozy feeling. Shall we continue? Or should we just do that again real quick? Let's go back and get some more Zoombinis so that we can do the middle of the leg right away. The middle of the leg, the middle legs. So the thing with this game is that once you get to Shelter Rock, you can choose between 2 different paths. And one of them has more to do with like similarity puzzles, and the other one has more to do with I don't know, it's a bit more deductive or algebraic. So
After days tossed
okay, yeah, we already saw this part. Let's just go for it. All right, so I know this is the exact same puzzles we did, but we will be doing them quite a few times. Okay. So we could have a couple things going on here, but these guys don't have anything in common other than the purple nose, which means that this one guy is probably legitimately allergic rather than this guy being allergic to these two. So this guy's probably allergic to the Cyclops eye. Generally, oh, never mind. It's the roller skates. Okay, that makes sense. It's often a trait that there's a pretty large amount of, so that there's not a huge differential between how many is on each side, but sometimes there can be.
Well,
All right, we're just gonna zip through this stuff because, like,
They're back.
all right. This is Simpy. Uh-oh.
Move it.
Oh, interesting. So normally on the first go-round, I thought it was always Arno accepting everybody, but what are these ladies' names anyway? Are these people? Okay, they do have names. I don't know what they are, like canon, you know? I guess we'll just guess noses again. No, it's not noses. I think it's the well, we know it's either
Proceed.
Cyclops eyes or roller skates. We'll see right here. Okay, it's Cyclops eyes this time. I guess so it's not the exact same thing as last time. But we can finish this up pretty quickly then. You know what's funny is as a kid this felt so slow. Maybe it still does to you guys, but to me it doesn't take that much time now actually. I am just getting old. Almost there.
well done!
Hey, don't be strangers.
I like her. She's my favorite.
And so our brave travelers continue on through this dusty wasteland until they meet Arno, the almost omnivorous, one very hungry pizza troll.
Fleens? You're not fleens. Whatever you are. Make me a pizza.
Whoa, did you guys hear that? What happened there? I think it got scrambled because I was choosing mushrooms.
Something on
I mean, not the
that I don't
psychedelic
like.
property of mushrooms, but like because I was doing something that caused noise to happen. He's almost omnivorous, but not quite.
More toppings.
Okay.
Something must go.
You can try to take a shortcut by doing more than one topping at once, but I mean, it's just easiest to do it this way.
Something on that I don't like.
Yeah. So this will be it. I've always thought this was pepper, but looking at it, it's probably olives. I know it's a little different in the remaster.
Have a pizza.
Party. Despite the pixel art of this, I always think it looks so good. I think this would be mine. I don't really like all the extra stuff. If these were red peppers, I would probably go for it. All right. All right. So now we have 16 guys here. Well, 32 actually.
Hot soup all ready to eat?
Yeah. We
Looks
just
like
heard
a
this.
fine place for Zoombinis to relax. But when they're ready to move on, they'll need a group of 16 along the path.
I wonder why they chose 16. Anyway, like Humongous Entertainment games, you have a lot of little clickable things. I don't remember which one came out first, but maybe this wasn't terribly uncommon in games at all. I always thought that Humongous Entertainment was kind of a pioneer when it comes to this stuff. I don't know why, but that's like freaked me out a little bit. Yeah, I don't like that. I mean, I like it. It's just unsettling in a strange way. So we'll see how many puzzles I can get through this morning.
Must have something
It's
in
like 6 in the
common
morning
with
right
their
now.
neighbor.
I got up at like 2 a.m.
Occasions
I'm
vary.
still repping that weird sleep schedule. I gotta finish my Pocket Camp article. It's really, really late. I mean, it's always late these days. So, this leg of the journey is Who's Bayou, and it's...
Welcome to the boat. Now hurry yourselves up and find your seat.
Oh my god, I don't know if I ever noticed that. Maybe I did and I forgot, but Who's Bayou? It's because all these puzzles have to do with what is next to each other. Specifically that things need to have something in common with something next to each other.
Fine, sit wherever you want to. I don't really care.
So if you place Zoombinis together that have something in common, at least one trait in common, you're good. But if you place something that has nothing in common with the previous Zoombini,
No!
he will not be happy.
Back on shore, landlubber.
He's a little picky about this sort of thing. Captain Cajun's Ferryboat. So, I mean, this game really is a lot about, like, discrimination and oppression and stuff. I guess the Zoombinis are all a little oppressed. But apparently it was interesting. They were very careful to not let the game... Oh my god, wow. How am I so stupid? How did I do that? I'm sorry, guys. I'm just not...
Sure.
My brain is not in my head today. Okay, so I'm just trying to get all of the non-roller skates out of the way since we have so many roller skates.
There you go, you got it.
And, like, I'm sure it would be easiest to just work with the roller skates rather than saving them for the end. But this way we get to just
Sure.
put them all down. Uasimiato. Dostesi. Simpi.
Sure.
And we're all good. It's a very pretty level. Some of these I just would love to have, like, as a painting in my house, honestly. I feel the same way about Pajama Sam 1.
Color, flower, and lily pad shape too may be the key
I like how
to get them through.
the bars fill up. It's very satisfying. Or the paths fill up. So this one is called Titanic Tattooed Toads, and your goal is to... You have these tiny little Zoombinis here. I'm not sure you can see them. Let me see if I can allow you to see them. Okay. Hopefully that was nothing embarrassing. So... Sorry, I'm still working on this. So you can see how in the top left corner here, we have these little Zoombinis, these little blueberries. And then, God, sorry. I'm gonna move my thing back. Okay, I'll figure this out. I'll do a better job one day. And then Control Enter. Okay. So that was just to show you what's going on up here in case my head is in the way. So we have all these lily pads and they all have a shape and then a flower color and then a flower shape. And these toads will all only be able to hop on lily pads that have a shape, and your goal is to get to the other side, and they're Titanic, so Zoombinis can hop on them to cross the river. So basically, we have a lot of like river crossing things in this Who's Bayou. So basically, your goal is just to make sure there's a clear path where each frog can get safely across. And, you know, the flower colors are really easy to just check visually. So I always start with those. We have a break here, so purple's no good. Light blue's no good. White is fine. I guess the next easiest one is flower type. Oh yeah, and you can use each one twice. It looks like we have a clear path for diamonds right here. Start with this red one. I just got to keep track of everything. I'm sure that they will collide a little bit when you use different types, but I guess there's only 3 flower types. Do we have a clear path for flower flower shape? Puffy flower. The thing about playing this game is you often sound like a raving lunatic. Is this what? Okay. God, my astigmatism is getting so bad. I really need to get glasses or something. Okay, and there's no path for X's, so that means the last one we have to do is a lily pad shape, and I don't really enjoy that one, but let's see. We have this hourglass shape, and it looks safe. Yeah, this one is pretty time consuming, actually. Do we have 4-leaf clovers? Not that I can see. That looks like it's broken. Okay, what about 3-leaf clovers? Okay, that looks good. And it starts here, right? Okay. Yeah. And then the hourglass starts up here. And it looks like there should be one more, which looks like a traditional Pac-Man lily pad shape. And I'm guessing it's down here. Yep. So we can start here. Okay, and I think that should be it. Sorry, my phone's lighting up. I don't know why. I swear I'm gonna mess this up out of like negligence, but I think this one's right. I'm pretty sure in this first iteration of the puzzle, it's exact. Like there's 4 on the left side here that you can't do at all. All right, this is gonna be the last one. It is okay. So, to 100% this game, you need to get all 625 Zoombinis through, and you do need to complete each. So you have to complete each difficulty perfectly, and you raise difficulty by completing the current difficulty perfectly 3 times. So you can screw up a bit, but if you screw up too many times, you won't be able to complete every difficulty. Because you'll be too dumb.
Well done!
I'm mostly kidding because this game is really hard as it goes on. When I was in elementary school, there was no hope of me
Zoombinis
completing this
will
game
get
100%.
wise out of these
Right.
stone hexes if they can make the right connection.
When I was in college, I did 100% this game, but it took a really long time. Strangely enough, I did it on my Mac. The game does not run anymore. I mean, the classic version doesn't run anymore on, not the classic, the 2001. So this one's a little similar to Captain Cajun's Ferry Boat. It's just more specific. So you need to make connections with Zoombinis that have the same trait. And it will specify which trait this time. So, for example, here, you need to find... Oh my god, he's literally the only one with nerd glasses. Okay. So here we need to have eyes that are the same. So this one's not very hard. This puzzle does get quite difficult later on, though. I'm excited to show you. We gotta make some nose matches. That's not gonna be good. Let's try this here. Okay, we've already kind of fucked up a little bit. Let's put you here. And you here. Then you can be here with them. And then, okay. Okay, that wasn't too bad. There's like some secret Easter egg in this level that I don't really know about. Okay. So that completes the second leg. I'm debating whether to take 2 legs to complete 2 legs on this sit-down playthrough or not, or if I should wait.
Amazing indeed. Another relaxing campsite ready and waiting for
Why does this one look so
Zoombinis.
much darker than the others?
They'll need their rest. The darkest, most dangerous part of the journey is yet to come.
Cool. So this one, oh, that one always freaked me out a little too, honestly. And that. In general, this is a creepier rest spot. But anyway, there's only 2 rest spots in the game, and this is the second one. Let us continue. And at least finish this first leg. Then I might take like a little break and finish.
Throughout these gloomy mountains, strange carvings left by ancient peoples are everywhere.
So this is the final leg of the game. And you know, getting Zoombinis through is relatively quick because the challenge is doing it again and again on higher and higher difficulties. Because remember, you have to do this whole thing like 39 times to beat the game. So this is an extremely simple puzzle to begin with. It gets much trickier later, but this is just kind of showing you the basics of how the puzzle works before it actually involves any thought at all. So obviously this is the order of Zoombinis that you have to put your Zoombinis into. The Mountains of Despair, I can't really think of a good way to describe it, but generally speaking, it's about studying your Zoombinis features and sorting them accordingly.
Oh my, you've done exceptionally well. Carry on, carry on.
And also it's just like some of the game's more, I would say some of the game's more difficult puzzles. But maybe not. Who's Bayou can be really hard.
Use the crystal filters to change the Zoombinis' reflection. It will give them crystal slamming protection.
I would say this leg is one of the more merciless ones because you can lose your Zoombinis fairly easily. And this one is the biggest pain in the ass because you're literally just looking for someone who matches your Zoombinis, and it can take a long time. So this one's going to take a minute. Sorry about that, but this is the Crystal Caves. I promise this stage is always kind of a drag, but it does get more interesting later on. Oh, Lord, I know this is going to be not fun to watch because, like, I'm sure you guys will be seeing everything before I do. Here we go. It was Yosrini. How could I miss him? But obviously, as the game, as the puzzle continues, you have fewer and fewer Zoombinis to choose from. So that does help by just a token of narrowing things down. All right, let's get little Uasamiato on her little way. It is sad that when I'm doing it this way, we won't have we won't have necessarily every Zoombini in the mix. When I was little, I loved to make every Zoombini possible. And I would usually do pairs, which I didn't realize would make it so that I only made half of the Zoombinis by the end of the game. But it does make some of the puzzles a lot easier, which makes me not want to do it. You can basically completely cheat your way through Who's Bio if you have, and not the Titanic Tattoo Toad's powered, but you can cheat your way through Captain Cajun's ferry boat, and for the most part, the hex connection. I don't remember what that one is called. Hex current or hexagonal. Which one is it? Am I blind? It must be this one, yeah. Zyga. I make mistakes on this puzzle a lot, but it's not, since it's the one that you go through twice as often, it's not as vital that you never make a mistake. It is sad, though. It's kind of scary. Whenever you lose one of your Zoombinis, it's kind of sad. They have to go back to the previous rest stop or Zoombini Isle. All right, what do we got here? No. Oh my god, I'm blind. It's Apua. Ipua. Everyone does it. We might as well be honest. This guy, that was easy. Weisne. Or Weisne. I like how it sounds like they talk. We have Simpi. Only 6 left, don't worry. Quailu. Or is it? Yeah. Dostesi. Yeah, I will admit that, like, I do get a little frustrated because, like, these early puzzles, you have to do them 3 times. And, like, it's clear this level is actually for, like, children, you know? It's, like, really dumb kids. Not that they're dumb. Sorry, that's rude. I just mean that, like, you know, kids are very early in their gameplay development.
So easy to miss. To get Zoombinis across Bubble Wonder Abyss.
All right, man. This one's fine on this low difficulty, but on the highest difficulty, it's very possibly the hardest one in the game. It's very much up for debate, but all right. So basically, you send a Zoombini across the bubble grid, and they will react based on their traits to certain things. So if it's just an arrow, then it will always react. If it's this thing, it will alternate. And if it's this, then it will only take the direction if it matches. So here we can see that, and these are like bad. So here we can see we don't want to put this like buzz cut hair, whatever you want to call it, on this path. They all have to go on this path. So let's just get them started here. And then we'll worry about the other stuff. All right, thankfully we only have like 5 of them. Okay. The next thing, so we don't have to worry about, we don't have any of that hairstyle left, but we do still have to worry about noses because that will doom somebody. So we need to do purple and blue alternatively to make sure we get all the purples and blues across safely. And it looks like we can still do them one after the other without fear of collision, since there's no like actual circling back. So purple, blue, purple, blue. So I'm sure you can see what's happening, which is that the Zoombinis are causing the switches to flip so that Zoombinis with the unaccepted, with the dangerous traits are getting through safely. And you know, once we get all the purples and blues through, you can use any pattern.
Well done!
Thank you. All right, so we are. And that, my friends, is the final puzzle, which means...
Is this it? Could this be the place they've been seeking? A place of hope and prosperity? Zombiniville!
I love the narrator. So we have made it to Zombiniville. This is the adorable little land where you Zombinis settle. And depending on how many puzzles, how many legs you've done perfectly, you'll get little monuments like this. This band shell was built to honor the Zoombinis who ambled past allergic cliffs, cruised on by stone-cold caves, and appeased Arno, the almost omnivorous, when traveling was not so easy on October 24th, 2024. This windmill was wrought to honor the Zoombinis who calmed Captain Cajun, rode tattooed toads, and knew how to network when traveling was not so easy. So this is for the Who's Bayou. And this general store was erected for the Zoombinis who did not lag in Lion's Lair, solved the secrets of the mirror machine, and flew above Bubble Wonder Abyss. Oh yeah, that's what it's called, the mirror machine, not the crystal caves. Sorry about that. So I'm going to take a quick break and see how I'm doing. So I still have 16 here that I can get through. So all right, give me 1 second and I'll be right back. Hey folks, so I'm looking at the time. It looks like we're almost at an hour already, so I was like, we should definitely stop. And then I was like, no, fuck it, we should definitely keep going. So let's go back to Shelter Rock and pick up some of our abandoned Zoombinis. Is my sound working? Okay, that was weird. It's just so quiet. Sorry we left you, Ipareki. Sorry, Iju Filapu. Sorry, Adiba. Sorry, Thaldiso. I remember him. Sorry, Kaslidi. Kaslidi, that's a good one. Sorry, Endichi. Sorry, Kraswuodo. Sorry, Seizo. Sorry, Ekiyasu. Sorry, Faya Spicy. Ekiyasu. Sorry, Acne. Sorry, Abisu. These are like drug names. Like, I have a friend who used to help evaluate like prospective drug names for new drugs that come into the market, and it's often just gibberish. It does sound like Zoombini names. In a good way, though. All right, so we're doing the lower section.
There's no sense leaving it up to chance. Lure the fleas off the tree branch.
I unironically think this is probably the best easy puzzle. In fact, I think this is the best form of this puzzle. I think it gets more annoying from here. But this is Fleens. What's this? The Fleens are blocking the progress of the Zoombinis. Sorry, I'm doing my best narrator impression right now. Lure the 3 Fleens off the beehive branch to free the Zoombinis. This will bother the bees and chase the Fleens away. Each fleen will chase a Zoombini with hair, eyes, nose, and feet that go with its own hair, eyes, nose, and feet. A wrong guess will send a retreating Zoombini onto another branch, which can only hold a maximum of 6 Zoombinis. Once the branch is full, each wrong guess will send a Zoombini back to Shelter Rock. That's it. Okay. So, fleens are the Zoombini's evil cousins. And they're just bad. Look at them. They're wearing like bandanas and Viking hats and mohawks. And they have weird colors for their noses. For a game about discrimination, this is definitely a bit prejudiced against the fleens, but just look at them. They are clearly of a lower moral character than our society. So, great. I'm glad I got that caught on camera. So, I don't know how to explain this exactly. Each Zoombini has a corresponding fleen, and your job is to figure out how they correspond and which one is which. So, for example, each Zoombini hair has a corresponding fleen hair. And we can probably figure that out because we have five of a certain hair type. So let's begin separating them by hair real quick. Man, I had some weird dreams last night, but I don't really remember them. Okay, this is a bit proportionally strange. But anyway, so you can see how we have 2 groups of 2, a group of 3, a group of 4, and a group of 5. Likewise, we have 2 Viking hats, 2 bandanas, 3 mohawks, 4 green hair, and 5 blue ponytails. So that tells us that the ponytails are tantamount to the Zoombini ponytails. The mohawks are this hat hair, this cap, because there's 3 of each. Now we just need to sort of figure out some other qualities in order to narrow down which 3 are these branch ones. Sorry, I'm kind of having a brain fart right now. How should we best do this? Okay, well, for example, okay, so among the 5 blue hair, we have 2 pairs of eyes. This one, and then those, the mask, and then the mascara eyes, and then we have this I don't know what you'd call it, the far side glasses. Likewise, we have 2 pairs of eyes here and 1 other one. So this is definitely that one. So we can safely lure that fleen away. So I guess when the fleen recognizes its doppelganger or whatever, it's going to be lured off the tree branch. All right, then we have 4 left, and they all have different feet. And they all have different noses, so this doesn't really help us. All right, but the let's try working with these 2 together. So, among these 2 groups, there's 2 ponytails that aren't represented in nose color. Well, actually, wait. We can do a little something with eyes here. Oh, wait. No, we can't. No, wait. Yes, we can. Okay, so, right. So this one is that. Which means that this one is that because those eyes aren't represented in here. And then this sleepy eye is that. So the mask. So the nerdy one is here because we know if there's 3 of those, and then this one has an eye that is not in the blue hair, just like this glasses aren't in the ponytails. So we can safely do that. Now, by the same logic, we can identify that this mask that appears here is the same as these two masks. So we have these two that are unmasked. So it's going to be one of these two. And it's a different eye color. It's a different nose color than this. That is. So we'll want this one. Sorry if that was a little confusing. I think as we do this puzzle more, it'll make a little more sense. But that's basically how you do it.
Well done,
Wise and trusted guide. You're welcome, or thank you, I guess. I do find this section to be the creepiest one.
Hurry, Zoombinis. Hula, the forest's foremost, and perhaps only, band leader is about to begin rehearsals. She'll be closing the hotel for the night, so scamper into a room.
Scamper into a room.
Yes? Ah, yes. I'll be right down. Make yourselves cozy. Welcome. You're just in time for tomorrow's concerto. Help yourselves to a room. I got rehearsal. Go ahead. Find yourselves a room.
I love her so much. I don't know, something about her is very comforting. So this is one reason I found this whole leg very stressful. I thought this was actually timed, and it's not. And then in the previous one, you have like the fleas just staring at you. So you just have a lot of pressure in these puzzles, even though you can take as much time as you want. So this is just a classic Zoombini sorting puzzle. It's just that you don't know the criteria for which you're sorting them yet. And each time you get it wrong, the clock will get a little later. This is very nostalgic for me because I loved playing on like at home when I was home from school and stuff, and certain evenings my parents actually would have band rehearsal, so it felt like very appropriate to my life that we had to get these Zoombinis in because they have rehearsal. So as you can see, so each door represents a different Zoombini trait. And I put in this one because I thought the trait might be noses or wheels, so it would go in the same one, but it didn't, which means that we are currently sorting either by hair or by eyes. And I guess we can just test that out. Okay, so it's by hair. Very, very simple. This is going to take us no time at all. This level, of course, does get considerably more complicated as it goes on, and one of the levels it almost feels a little sadistic because it's easy to soft lock yourself without meaning to. You have to be really careful.
Oh, just look at the time. Got a split. See you in the morning.
All right. I love this level. While it scared me, it was also very cozy, though. I love just putting them all in the little rooms and watching them chill in there. It just seemed very homey.
The targets one and all, and watch for a pattern on mudball wall.
This is a classic Zoombini puzzle that was included as its own little demo, although it looked a little different. I can't do the noise, but so this is Mudball Wall, and you have 5. So this one has absolutely nothing to do with your Zoombinis traits, but it's similar in that you have 5 different thingies that you're going to use to fling mud onto the wall. And if you're good, you have to figure out how to hit the dots on the wall. And it takes some trial and error because you don't really know yet how the wall is structured. So here we have 2 green things at top. So obviously green is the top, that's the top row. So we have each row as a color, and that's not always the case. And then each column is a shape. So we have nothing else in the star column. We only have one thing in the triangle column. So let's keep looking for what other columns are what, as we look for what other colors are what as well. All right, let's just try something random. Oops, we already knew triangle, but that worked out well. So just by random chance, we managed to get that one. And then we also know that, so we know that an orange circle will be here because the rows are the colors and the columns are the shapes. So let's just figure something out. All right. So that gives us, so now we have 4. So now we've tried 4 of each. So now we know everything. So we'll want the orange diamond to get all 3 up. And we'll also want the blue diamond to get this single dot. If you're careful with your mud, you shouldn't run out, although it is easy to run out in the later ones. But if you do it exactly right, if you are efficient, you should not run out. You should be able to hit all the dots before the before your mud runs out. So this is your little mud bank, and you do have to hit all of the dots to get across. Now, just by elimination, we know that square is over here since we haven't done it, and it's the only column that has nothing in it. And we know it's red, so we're all good.
You got them all through.
All right. I think I'm just gonna finish up the last leg really quickly. Sorry this video is so long, but I just wanted to have a good time and enjoy Zoombinis. I haven't played this in a long time, and I did kind of miss it. And I don't think I'm gonna do 2 full legs in most videos. It's a lot of gameplay in one sitting. But we'll just skip through some of this stuff. And we have noses again. It's not always noses, I promise. Just happens to be both times we played it today. I don't know if they all have equal proportionality, but it looks like we only have 1 purple nose, which is... sorry. I always feel a little bad when I do that. So this is an easy one, but you do only have 4. You can only get it wrong 4 times. But I don't know why you would even get it wrong once. But, you know, if you're still figuring out the puzzle or you're touched in the head, you can lose. But I assure you, if you put your skills to the test, you should be fine until next time. Until next difficulty, I mean. All right, here. This is the lengthy one. I might be missing some dialogue by not listening to the map sequences, but you know what? That's okay. I always looked at... You spend so much time looking at these backdrops that you start to see patterns that aren't there. Sorry, I'm gonna... Kuslidi. Like, I always read Dan in this. And then, I mean, nothing over here, but... I don't know. This does look scary, but it does look kind of fun. At the same time. I don't know. Am I crazy? Maybe. Help me. I do like that you can sort them, which I forgot to do last time, but you can. This will help. Slightly. I feel like I didn't do that very well. Okay, what the? What, I really am blind. What's going on here? Where is it? Oh, it's this one. Okay. Okay, maybe this isn't like saving time overall, but I'm gonna move all these red guys down here. And then this is, I know this is not efficient. I could be, okay. I think it's a little easier now though. I don't know if there's ever two solutions at once. I feel like occasionally that's the case, but maybe not in the easiest difficulty. I know in the later difficulties you can definitely have multiple solutions to the same puzzle. All right, I honestly think that did help. I don't know if that's saving me a ton of time overall, but all right. Oops. Adiba. Get down here, Adiba. I have a great Adiba. Alright, we're getting down to the last Zoombinis. So 3 reds. 3 reds and then 1 of each other color. So this really did save me time. I'm not kidding. Like just sorting them by noses and knowing what I'm looking for. Incredibly useful. Anyway, I know, like I said, this is not the hot, exciting gameplay you maybe tuned in for when you saw there was a face reveal. But there will be more of my face to come. What the hell? There were 2 of these. Fascinating. Okay. I do have some other plans. I'll have to see what. But this is not going to be a super regular Let's Play. This is just like if I'm bored and feel like, whoa, did you hear that? Okay, that was scary. Something about these older games does scare me. It's not just like the glitchy stuff, but that. I found that quite unsettling. And poor little Abisu is the last one.
Well done! Search first for traps. So easy.
I've been wanting to rewatch My So-Called Life more lately. It's really one of the best shows of all time. Okay. So we need to get all ponytails here. Okay, and then we need to sort by hair some more. This is a slightly different puzzle than the last one, but it's still the same structure. Oh, that sounded bad. Okay, so this one we do have to be careful because this does loop around. But we need to start out with smooth, suave hair. And then... Right, and then this one, you kind of have to wait a while. Alright, that should be fine now. I swear if I fuck this up, I'm gonna be really upset. Okay, yeah, this is going to be a bit of waiting. I mean, I'm sure that I could, if I had bigger balls, I could probably do this. Maybe I should just try it. Okay, so now we need... Okay, these should not collide because I did it at a decent time. Uh-oh. Did I do this wrong? I don't know. This is giving me a heart attack. I need to calm down. So it seems like it gets all glitchy. The sound gets glitchy if you use too many sounds happening at once. Okay, I don't really know if this was any more efficient than what I was doing before, but we shall see. Okay, now that it's past that... Alright. I think we'll be fine. It's very... You have to make sure to time it, because if they collide, they will pop, which is a very traumatic experience, and I want to avoid it. I think even now, these days, when I do this puzzle, it happens occasionally. It's very unfortunate. Alright, Zoombini. Little, what's this last guy's name? Endici. Oh, that disrupted, like, the party sequence. My bad. But we're all good. We did get everyone across, right? Right?
Is this it? Could this be the place that...
Okay, we're going to see this sequence a billion times. We already saw this episode, so... So now that we have completed another leg perfectly, this swimming pool salutes the Zoombinis who flushed the finicky fleens in flushed the finicky fleens in Hotel Dementia had pleasant dreams and catapulted cleanly over Mudball Wall when traveling was not so easy on October 24th, 2024, which is today. Well, that is Zoombinis, everybody. Look at everyone. Everyone's so happy. Where's Faya Spicy? I miss her. Here she is! Faya Spicy. Let's take Faya Spicy over to the swimming pool so she can cool off. She's so spicy. Beautiful. Where can we place her? Okay, so she can't go. Okay, they can't go like above these. Alright, but it's really cool because the more Zoombinis you get in here, it decks things out more and more. You get to see them make their little utopian society, and it's just so cute. So freaking cute. Alright, well, that is pretty much it, I think. I'm going to save my game. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate it. And I hope that you don't find my face repulsive. And I hope you come back, whether it's for Zoombinis or whatever else. Yeah, I guess that's really it. So we got through 30. So we got through two, like run-throughs. I don't think I'm going to do one every time, but that means we're we are officially like we're officially like 5% through the game. Not bad. Not bad to start off. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed Zoombinis. I highly recommend you check it out. If you want to play it, this old version is available on some online emulators. You can even play it like on the internet. You can also play the excellent remaster. I do recommend supporting that because I think they're doing more Zoombinis stuff. So it would be really cool to actually support new Zoombinis content in the year of our Lord 2024. I mean, that would just be freaking amazing. I think they're making a board game or something, which I don't think it'll be as good as the game, but could be pretty cool. Yeah. The reason I slightly like the old one is, obviously you do get nostalgic for the old art style, but there is one thing that the remaster gets wrong, which is that the Zoombinis don't make a noise when they walk around. You don't have the little or it's kss, 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 or the poink, 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 or the you know what I'm saying? So that's basically unplayable. No, it's still really good. And the new art is gorgeous. So if you're looking to play Zoombinis on a mobile device or your computer, definitely go for it. I don't think it's very expensive. Anyway, I'm gonna hop off. This video's taken a very long time, but I really enjoyed getting to record again as myself, not just in a bit disembodied voice. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me, and take care of yourselves. I hope you aren't oppressed like the Zoombinis. I hope you find your Zoombiniville. That was cheesy. Anyway, all right. Take care, guys. And see you next time. Bye.